In the first episode, I introduced you to Jadis, an 8th grade Samoan quarterback at Hunt Middle School. Him and his teammates are on a revenge tour from last year, but the ultimate goal is to prepare him for varsity football next year as a freshman. We've made great progress, but there's a long ways to go still and a middle school season to finish. The second game was against Hilltop Heritage. Jadis has been progressing well with his throwing motion, but live in-game reps are when the truth about his progress comes out. Hunt got off to a fast start, and the game quickly revealed to be very lopsided. Jadis and his receivers have good chemistry, which is important to passing the ball well week to week. His throwing motion hasn't been the only emphasis. Footwork is extremely important too, so it's cool to see Jadis incorporating drills we work on in-game. Heritage didn't have a QB this game. Their starter was out and their backup was hurt, so my guy Kayvon had to play quarterback, and Hunt showed no mercy. He's younger and a wide receiver, but he was their best chance at this point. It wasn't all bad though. In the second quarter, he escaped and managed to find a receiver downfield for a big play. Jadis didn't have any pressure on him, allowing him to settle in and find his rhythm. Shout out to the O-line for working up front. Another win for Hunt. On to the next. Game 3 was against Mason. They were supposed to play Giadroni, but like 3/4 of their whole team wasn't eligible for grades. This one didn't go as smooth for Jadis. He missed a couple throws. We've been working through some mechanics changes, and these things take time to settle in, so I don't expect him to be perfect, but I do expect him to always bounce back. Luckily, Hunt has talent everywhere, so he has plenty of teammates he can rely on to make big plays. Football is a true team sport. There are 11 players on either side of the ball, so that leaves a lot of opportunity for plays to be made by anyone that's on the field. The game ended in the third quarter after several consecutive plays in a row with Mason players going down with injuries. That weekend, I pulled up to Jadis' 7-on-7 tournament. 7-on-7 feels a lot like how AAU basketball is. I think it's important to keep 7-on-7 in perspective though. Obviously teams want to win, but we're missing the point if guys aren't reinforcing habits that make them better at football. I see too many quarterbacks at these tournaments with bad footwork, holding on to the ball too long, like it's backyard football or something. Jadis played pretty well, although he is guilty of these things at times. His team made it to the championship, but lost to Gridiron after a late touchdown to tie, then a jump ball that got picked with 2 seconds left on the clock. The third game was against Baker. Every game is another opportunity to put it to the test. Jadis wasted no time getting on the board. They scored, got the ball back, and quickly scored again on a 96-yard run.
Eyes on me. Look at me. TJ, eyes on me. Breathe. Stay in the moment right now. Don't think about anything else, okay?
Hunt was sloppy on offense and defense, but still, Baker's offense couldn't get anything going. Nobody they've played has been able to consistently pass or run the ball against them. Hunt was winning, but they were playing flat. It's important to stay focused on the ultimate goal and not play to your competition. In the second half, Jadis was throwing really well on the move, which is great because it opens up more options on how to attack the defense, especially when plays break down. This was another blowout win for Hunt, 4-0. The goal this year is to win a championship and for Jadis to continue developing to be able to compete in high school as a freshman. So it was time to get back to work.
There you go. Yeah. From here to Hunt.
Probably 95% of this process isn't caught on camera. Long days of school, practice, then workouts with me, sometimes until almost 7 p.m. at night. It's not the what you do that gets you up out the mud, it's the why. Football wasn't always in the plans for Jadis.
Let's scoot towards that middle.
Moving to the States wasn't always in the plans for his family either. Jadis grew up in Samoa. When he was 6 years old, his sister was diagnosed with cancer, and his family made the tough decision to sell everything, move to Washington, and start over to have access to some of the best hospitals and treatment options in the US. I can't imagine what that must have been like to go through, especially at a young age. Their parents spent most of their time at work or at the hospital once here, and eventually Jadis began taking an interest in football. Football was never forced on Jadis. He made the decision to play, and his dad has been there every step of the way to help him achieve whatever goal he's set. Since they moved to the US, his sister has beaten cancer twice. She's his biggest fan. It's not uncommon to hear her cheering him on from the crowd during games. It's cliche to say what doesn't break you builds you, but it's also true. The adversity of life is a gift to help us grow into the people we're intended to become, and that's God's plan for us. It's been almost a year since I met Jadis. He's the first kid I began working with after I moved back here from LA. He has something that's rare in the younger generations. It's not his God-given talent, but his drive to work hard with attention to detail and stay consistent. It's crazy what a year of locking in can do, but for now, we're just taking it day by day.
I got you guys. Look, let me get one of these sides. Let me show you how it's done. Watch. Oh no. Yeah.
One of the keys to tightening up Jadis' mechanics has been playing long toss. Finding that rhythm and flow, throwing the ball, and learning what it feels like to incorporate your whole body goes a long way for patterning in new habits, as well as confidence. Probably the most important trait a quarterback can have is believing in themselves. Any amount of doubt will make your body rigid and affect your ability to move and throw with fluidity.
It's a grip strength tester. 4 months ago, he tested at 97. We're about to see if that boy's been in the weight room or not.
Hey, cut it off.
Oh, 94. Come on, break 100. You gotta crack 100 at least.
Oh, yep.
Can you see that?
No.
It says 109. Let's see what we got here. 0.
Yo, I seen this. It started like 170 something.
$174. By the way, this video is brought to you by Thread Performance. If you didn't know, Thread Performance is the #1 place for you to go if you're a youth athlete looking for supplementation and nutrition.
Thread offers 3 different supplements meant specifically for youth athletes. Jadis has been using Thread supplements to help him stay sharp and focused through long days of school, practice, and training. With his busy schedule, it's easy to gravitate towards fast food and snacks. But now with Thread, we can make sure he's getting the nutrition he needs to operate at his best in an easy and convenient way. Visit threadperformance.com or click the link in the description to elevate your game through your nutrition. The semifinal game was a rematch against First Creek. I showed up just as the game started and it was pouring rain. When it's raining like this, it's tough to secure the ball, but both teams have to deal with it. It's about who handles it better. That definitely wasn't a backwards pass. but Jadis knows better and he can't be missing those, even when the ball is wet. It quickly became apparent the refs were not on Hunt's side. First Creek's first and second string quarterbacks weren't at the game, so my guy Damien had to play quarterback. He's a wide receiver and safety and played for the 12U team at Parkland last fall. He was doing his best, but their hands were tied when they needed to pass. Once the rain slowed down, Jadis started to look more like himself out there, and Hunt finally got on the board after 2 early turnovers. It's kind of the same story we've been seeing, Hunt having explosive plays on both sides of the ball. The issue they face is taking their foot off the gas. Yeah, they're talented, but a lesser team is still capable of taking a stand when they work together and get momentum. Hunt scored 2 quick touchdowns in a row, but First Creek answered back, marching down the field to score. After First Creek scored, Jadis made his first big mistake, leading his wide receiver too far over the middle with a single high safety, and Damien picked him off. The turnover ratio was like 3-0 at this point. Statistically, First Creek should be winning, but Hunt has had several stops on 4th down. Still, it's only a 3-score game at this point heading into the 4th quarter, when the unthinkable happened. First Creek was continuing to slowly move the ball when Damien was pulled down slightly late as he ran out of bounds. A rogue fan ran on the field threatening the refs, so they immediately called the game and left. This was the worst way for the game to end. It was a close game, and First Creek was battling better than any team had this whole season. The refs weren't that good. This game was probably one of the worst called games I'd seen all year on both sides, but to rush the field is inexcusable. It's middle school football at the end of the day.
Next week is the shit. Are we satisfied? Are we satisfied?
As for us, it's time to get back in the lab. Stay tuned.